It's like 6 in the morning, dude. Oh my God, I hope the cops impounded, dude. It's like, what is the early bird like street race? Like, bro, get out of here. It's Fast and the Furious senior citizen up in this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar. Normally, I don't really make an update video, if I don't need to, but I kind of wanted to do it because I need to provide some updates to the community, and the best way to do it at times is through a video. So I figured, yeah, I'm going to do it right now, ladies and gentlemen, give you a little update. Now, if you haven't been following, deep web browsing has pretty much been in a state of limbo, where I basically stopped doing it because, yeah, there's a lot to it, and I'll cover it. But I'm proud to announce that it's back, and it's back for good. At least for the foreseeable future. Every Sunday, starting this Sunday, we're back to the good old dank web, dark web, whatever you want to call browsing. Now, I've always realized as my channel has started, there's always been like sort of an anchor, like a lightning rod per week of a video, where it's sort of like lets it be a capstone, sort of like, hey, finish off the week with this video, right? Almost like a ritual. When I first started this channel, it was Haunted Gaming, but as you can tell, creepypastas effectively slid down the shithole, and there's a lot of creepypasta authors that frankly didn't enjoy their shitty story getting a bad review, okay? All right, I'll just say it like it is. And there was also, fair drama in the community, to be honest with you, and I was kind of glad that I left. I ran my course there, and I was like, I'm a little done. But the deep web browsing has always been intriguing because I really liked going into it, and every single week we did it, we had a little identity to each video. Sometimes we'd have a fun week where we found cool cats like Tom Nelson or whatnot, or we found that one web page where I put my name in and it played on a little camera, and the site actually advertised me for a little bit. It was kind of cool, honestly. It was a really fun experience. But I had to stop it in the last several months because, frankly, things got a little too heavy. Now I'm going to cover a bit of the hooplas that we had throughout the deep web browsing series, two in particular. One of them was pretty harmless. For a while, at least in the years of 2017, up until 2018, there were 30 episodes, so if you do the math real quick, that was for the better part of a year, where this dude kept on doxing me, or like people kept telling me that, oh my God, Muta, your information's out on the internet. So I kept getting a call to an older number of mine, and it was always like, Muta, I found information about you, I found information about you. And it was really boilerplate information like, Muta lives in Toronto. Yeah, because I didn't really outright put that, right? Ah, Muta's ISP is blah, blah, blah. Toronto only has like 3 ISPs, bro. Congrats for picking the top one. Muta has an iPhone. Yeah, I didn't hide the fact that I was an iPhone user for a while. Now you can say that I'm an Android user. Hey, I'll give you the phone type real quick. Samsung. There we go. I don't even think I've hid that fact to begin with. And there were business emails that people reached me at, which it wasn't really doxing. It was just, hey, here's some boilerplate public information. We'll just package it up so it looks like a dox and call it a day. And I wasn't really worried about that. I didn't really call it a day. It wasn't like a hitman was going to come up to my house and blow a hole in my head. And if they did, I mean, what the fuck am I going to do, right? I mean, I just have a hole in my head. Now, the other thing that really made me stop deep web browsing, and I never really covered it, was aside from all the generic hitman websites that pretty much didn't give each episode its own identity, like we're talking every week, the exact same Hitman for hire website. Oh boy, give me like 2 Bitcoin and I swear I'll take out anybody for you. Yeah, completely not the FBI honeypotting me, by the way. There was also like one page where it was like literally an illegal OnlyFans. So we're talking about a mom and daughter team. You can figure out why I said it's illegal, but they had a team and they were like spamming the link sites that I was going to. So we're talking the crawler websites that I were going to, the IRCs, the link sites, and they were spamming the depot with like 30 pages, believe it or not, every fucking week that I covered the deep web. And it was just like the sad story of, I'm a poor mother and I have 1 daughter and we're really poor in Eastern Europe. Please give us money for our illicit OnlyFans. I mean, it wasn't that way, but I rephrased it a little bit so it's kosher for Susan. But understandably, it was because of that I just stayed away from it. I was like, look, man, there's only so much that I can dig myself into before it becomes a nuisance to do. And I never really wanted to say it because I feel like if I did say it, I kept feeding into the credence with all the other deep web channels where it's like, oh, this is where you get all the illicit stuff. Bro, you're gonna get illicit stuff everywhere you go. You wanna talk about real illicit shit? I got a Twitter video coming out soon, so line up for that. That being said though, with all of the stuff building up and sort of putting me down, I stopped the deep web for a while. I would say nowadays this channel is a better reflection of sort of like a diary. I kind of want to upload what I like to upload, and I want to try to put like a positive or fun spin on it. Usually it can be a website I find, it could be like a game that I'm interested in, it could be like it could be just something to do with computers entirely, like teaching you guys how to build a Porsche Macintosh. Anything of the sort gets me excited. I have a video that I'm working on regarding hacking a PS4 and running Halo on it. So this channel is a better reflection of really just a diary. Like, I want to upload the kind of content that I do, and so far it works. But thinking about it the last several weeks, I really wanted to bring the deep web browsing back. And so I've been working on it, and I found a better system of finding websites, a better system of browsing it, that's less taxing on the mind, and that's less taxing on finding some of this really heinous shit. And honestly, I'd like to come back and bring this dank web back, where we can browse the internet and have a good time and make it seem like it's not the darkest place in the world that a lot of these other channels really try to peddle it as. So I really want to say that I'm bringing it back. I know that my channel needs that, and ultimately I know that while I can't exactly bring the creepypastas back, I have to at least bring something back that a lot of you people initially came to me and subbed to me for. Look, I know that a lot of you all came to me for Haunted Gaming or Deep Web or things like that. And the reality of it is that, you know, as I make the content that I do now, I still want to at least pay, you know, homage to the people that pretty much brought me here to where I am, to this, like, you know, corner of the internet. And to an extent, deep web browsing is probably one of the most relaxing type of things that I can do. Now that I've efficiently found a system that works for me, I'm glad to return to it. I feel like the energy is back, the spark is back, none of that, hey, let me try to find websites and try to shit this video out, because there's none of that anymore. I'm actually really passionate about it and really back into it, and I feel like I've rejuvenated it. I guess taking a break oftentimes leads to just a better experience later on, if that is so to speak. But ladies and gentlemen, I've got to edit deep web browsing here. I got to edit a couple more videos, so I'm going to tie this little update video down and pretty much just let you know that, yeah, deep web browsing is back. There was a reason it was gone, and ultimately, because I know that moving forward, I still know that a lot of you all came to me for one specific thing or the other. I don't want to forget that, and I don't want you to forget that either. So here's to deep web browsing coming back, ladies and gentlemen. And thankfully, in the video, this Civic douche wasn't in it, so maybe that's a good sign. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and I am out.